You really think you're prepared? Allow me to give you a warning, most earnest. Once you see what these memories hide, the world's course will be forever irreversible.
Ach, zeig mir die letzte Erinnerung.
Very well. As you have made up your mind, let us bear witness together. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival, and this, too, is the very reason I must show you everything.
Ach, der Grund, weshalb er uns es zeigt. Damit jemand seine Arbeit bewundern kann. Ziemlich selbstsüchtig.
I believe that since you've bathed in that Eon's gaze.
Wird mal da ein bisschen genauer. Wir haben den Blick von Nanook erhascht. Wir haben den Blick von Klipov, von Ziepe und natürlich jetzt hier auch von Fuli.
You can make Amphoreus' frozen fate flow once again. Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Amphoreus.
Ja, so hatte das Ganze ja eigentlich ja begonnen. Bevor Lygus uns jetzt diese ganzen Erinnerungen Vergangenheit Zyklen gezeigt hat. Ja.
The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand, and the last one this world shall undergo.
Aber was ist jetzt an der Stelle eigentlich mit Cyrene? Immerhin hatte eigentlich ja Phainons Geschichte damit begonnen, dass er sich aufgemacht hat, ein Erbe von Chryso zu werden, nachdem der Flammendieb seine Kindheitsfreundin auf dem Gewissen hat.
Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion, other times comrade, that nameless hero absent from the annals of history. He is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, he has become an essential and inseparable part of the epic of Amphoreus.
Ja, wir haben jetzt wirklich schon ziemlich viel Einfluss auf das Schicksal von Amphoreus genommen.
And this time, under his guidance, what choice shall the hero make? Whither shall the fate of the world flow? And what is the ultimate truth of the nature of Amphoreus? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for they who will reveal the answers and bring about the final end of the 33,550,336th flame chase journey. The master of the countless memories we saw, the other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their own self to cinder. The Flame Reaver.
Der andere Phainon.
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner.
With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Ich hätte aber beim besten Willen niemals damit gerechnet.
Time has come to once again start everything.
Let's try it this other way.
Ich hätte aber beim besten Willen niemals damit gerechnet, dass der Flammendieb am Ende derjenige war, der im Trailer Lygus köpfte. Aber die Geschichte wird hier ein anderes Ende nehmen.
We can do it. This mortal form. Watch over you.
Ja, die Geschichte wird jetzt hier ein anderes Ende nehmen.
This world
Existence is of no consequence. The future will come. I heard the call. Torn to doubt farewell.
Mimi!
For tomorrow.
Watch closely!
Können wir eigentlich überhaupt sein Ultimate ausführen?
On it.
Mimi!
return to the answer me. Be the blazing sun. Even if all creation burns to ash.
Come.
Flames consume me. Hail the new dawn.
I'll never yield to fate.
Shatter the cage. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. And you haven't lost nearly enough.
Quench the flames of blood.
Blessed. All but what they die.
Granted with strife. Of the overnight. So with its substance.
Return to the great
Is that all?
unchanging.
I'll never yield. Shatter the cage. All stars burn to ash.
It's like the west wind. Away we go!
Serenity is before me. I'm still here.
Mimi!
This mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path. Trust me. We can do anything.
Mimi! Mimi!
The future will come. To doubt farewell.
Flames consume me.
Sun tear the sky. Feel the scorching hatred. The chill of the overnight. Is that all?
They die.
I'll never yield to quench the flames of blood.
Return to the great suffering.
Her agony. Hail the new dawn. Quench the flames of blood. Granted with strife. Sun tear the sky. This ends now. With your corpse. I'll ignite the dawn! How is this possible?
Tja, Phainon.
The sons of destruction, now twinned. You then set your blood ablaze, your fury.
Is it coming?
Das Problem ist jetzt, an der Stelle jetzt eigentlich ja bloß,
Let's try it.
dass wir beim besten Willen jetzt nicht in der Lage sind, ihn zu besiegen mit dieser Aufstellung.
Trial. Serenity stands clear before me. This mortal form.
Tja, das ist jetzt leider nur nicht möglich.
And guide you on your path.
Denn uns fehlen jetzt einiges an Lebenspunkte.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
Mammy, mammy.
I've heard the call. Plattform is coming down. I bid you farewell. There's no other for the next.
Tomorrow! This world is a fallen. Return to the great tree.
Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Ja, wir hätten wirklich jetzt einen Heiler noch hier gebraucht.
Is this how it feels to be? Remember that!
Return to the great tree.
Core flames consume me. Is that all? World sons embers, hail the new world's dawn! Quench the flames with blood.
Scorn.
Strife's name! Empty shell.
Burn the yoke. Suffering is eternal.
Is that all? Quench the flames with blood. Is that all? Remember this agony! This once. Tear open the sky! Cage!
That enough. This form shall fuel the fire. Burn. Burn unceasing.
I grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
It's coming.
Na, das einzige Gute ist natürlich, da wir Cassie ja sowieso ja auch vor längerer Zeit gezogen haben, wird der Trailblazer sowieso, hier gleich nicht untergehen. Wir werden stattdessen, auch wieder mal auferstehen.
Bid you farewell. In this mortal form, I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
War das eigentlich schon immer ja der Text von Sunday gewesen?
Consequence for the next tomorrow. Trust me, you can do it.
Bin mir dabei jetzt eigentlich nicht so ganz sicher.
Delivering warmth.
Wir müssen aber jetzt unbedingt unseren Ultimate wieder aktivieren. Nicht so.
Wanna knock me down? It's not that easy. Remember that. Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Ist auf jeden Fall eine äußerst dramatische Situation jetzt hier.
Clear before me.
Ja, eine äußerst dramatische Situation jetzt hier.
Consume me. I will never yield to such a fate. World sun's embers. Hail the new world's dawn.
Come, let the fires of fury devour me. Become the next epitaph, seared upon this burning world. Scorching hatred, this sun. Tear open the sky.
Quench the flames with blood.
Is that all? Bless.
Remember
This agony.
I will never melt the eternal night. Shatter this cage.
One person alone may witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you. Why not let wrath incinerate fate?
Also Chaos ist, er sagt, sowieso der ursprüngliche Titan gewesen. Obwohl er sagt, nicht gerade der ursprüngliche Titan.
At last, Amphoreus' fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything.
Interessant. Aber wie er sagt jetzt, er sagt sowieso auch der Flammendieb, oder besser gesagt das Abbild von Phainon gesagt hat, Chaos ist eigentlich ja sowieso auch der Name jenes Titanen, wodurch er sagt, alles er sagt, begonnen hatte. In der griechischen Mythologie. Aus dem Chaos entstand ja eigentlich ja alles. Und ja, jetzt was Lygus hier sagt, endlich fängt das Schicksal von Amphoreus an, sich zu wandeln. Genau wie ich vorher gesagt habe, wird deine Ankunft alles verändern. Ich hatte, er sagt, zu Anfang eigentlich ja nicht damit gerechnet, nach dem, was wir, er sagt, in den vergangenen Versionen gesehen haben, dass Lygus uns wirklich, er sagt, Einlass in Amphoreus gewährte. Weil ich, er sagt, dachte, wir wären, er sagt, eine Variable in seiner Gleichung, die, er sagt, unberechenbar jetzt ist. Aber was wäre denn jetzt eigentlich, wenn Lygus genau das jetzt beabsichtigt hat? Dass er sagt, eine neue Variable in Amphoreus Einzug hält, die den Lauf der Geschichte, er sagt, verändern mag. Sodass dann, er sagt, am Ende des 33.550.335. Zyklus mit dem 33.550.336. Zyklus er endlich ans Ziel gelangt. dass die Gleichung, die er aufgestellt hat, endlich aufgeht. Was am Ende natürlich ja sein wird, die Erschaffung eines neuen Verwüsterfürsten. Phainon. Zerstörer der Zerstörung.
After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gaze, which can awaken the long dormant instinct inside a man. Much like that scepter we spoke of earlier, it was only under the same eon's glance that it was reborn. That's right. If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to the erudition abandoned by the eon. Now, allow me to reveal the final piece of the puzzle for you. The eternal land, known as Amphoreus, is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. A bottomless well of fury, aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Endgültige Ära Nova vor dem Beginn der ewigen Wiederholung.
Phainon, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
Oh verdammt, das ist jetzt die Melodie aus dem Phainon-Trailer.
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Und sowieso auch noch die Melodie aus seinem Warp.
Then why? Why must Amphoreus' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered teleslate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the black tide all along. Is that Amphoreus crying?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god.
Phainon, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphoreus, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Amphoreus is merely a larger ID Silicii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
As a reward for reaching the end of the world, let me answer your questions. As the Theoros, I have observed. Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed.
Und so sind wir jetzt an der Stelle zum Ende von Version 3.3 zurückgekehrt. Phainon und Cyrene sind mit Lygus am Strudel der Genesis. Und das wird sicherlich auch der Augenblick sein, in dem der Flammendieb am Ende geboren wird.
This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphoreus has finally achieved results.
Oder beim besten Willen, wir haben das Ganze jetzt also total falsch verstanden. Und das jetzt hier ist, sagt nicht die Zyklus Nummer 1. Sondern das ist jetzt, wohl anscheinend wirklich Zyklus 33.550.335.
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true. As the model of reason, he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
but this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Amphoreus' calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow.
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation,
curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphoreus is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphoreus's Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphoreus has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496. Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the black tide, and accept the Aeon's gaze. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphoreus's long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphoreus is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Aeon who can cast their glance at Amphoreus, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Aeons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us, covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphoreus.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphoreus, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphoreus. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphoreus's grand design. To deceive the gods, deceive the world itself. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey, and then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice, erasing time again and again, resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me, and I will always have my charm. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world. Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
Das kann...
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way.
Jetzt, wo wir allerdings das jetzt hier sehen, ist es jetzt eigentlich an der Stelle unmöglich, dass Memi Cyrene sein kann. Weil das würde ja eigentlich den kompletten Plan eigentlich zunichte machen. Es kann dann am Ende wirklich ja bloß sein, dass der sagt, Memi ja wirklich 7. März ist. Würde ich dann mal meinen.
Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the black tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as I don't extinguish, the flame chase will never end.
Allerdings macht das Ganze dann jetzt an der Stelle auch keinen Sinn, dass 7. März im Bereich der Äonen auf eine Version von Cyrene jetzt traf. Das macht irgendwie auch nicht gerade sehr viel Sinn. Weil eigentlich existiert dann eigentlich ja Cyrene. Obwohl, das könnten ja bloß ein Teil ihrer Erinnerung sein. Die vielleicht in diesem Bereich darauf achten, dass es keine weitere Person auf Amphoreus geben kann, die die Zeit in sich aufnehmen kann, um die Ära Nova zu vollführen, um die Zerstörungsgleichung in Kraft treten zu lassen. Ich bin auf jeden Fall schon mal drauf gespannt, wie am Ende wirklich 7. März Rolle hier in Amphoreus sein soll.
Until Amphoreus welcomes a true dawn.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphoreus' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything. Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Khaslana.
As the Theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
Und wir werden jetzt anscheinend aus der Zeit herausgeschleudert.
I will wait for that day for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever this world will turn and follows in our footprint, right in everything that ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Naja, am Ende war es, sag eigentlich ja wirklich Zyklus Nummer 1 gewesen.